pretty good. I'm just at, yeah. Is he around there or? Oh, okay. We'll be trying to broadcast it, but if you can't find us, there's something called NFHS Network.
Shaw's on that too.
And Shaw. So anyway, okay.
Oh man, I hope we can crush it. So you missed an excellent Avs game yesterday, by the way.
I watched it on TV. It was a freaking great game.
Oh man,
I was just saying to Mario today, oh shit, I left my credit card on the 14th. We went to a game, and I left it at the Breckenridge Brewery. I've been meaning to get it, and I was like, shit, if I'd have remembered that.
You would have gone?
Yeah, I got it.
Starters for the MoHi. Starting in goal, number 29, Simon Holstein. Starting on this number 4, Marty Swale. Starting in goal, number 10, Vincent Phelps. Starting in goal, number 21, Ben Weiner. Starting in goal, number 64, Reed Taylor.
hope we didn't ruin Saturday, but we want to stack the decks in favor of this game. So.
Head coach Jimmy Dexter. And now the starters for the Regis.
The same with all high school students.
Yeah, the Valor standing.
Number 5, Chase Patterson. Number 8, Zachary Lorenzo. Starting at number 17, Ian Beck. Starting at number 10, Connor Schick. And starting at number 26, Michael Mendel. Regis coach and head coach Terrence Potts. Tonight's officials are Bob Cole, Alexander Gomezzi, Adam Rogers, and Brian Willie. As a reminder, all spectators are expected to respect the integrity and judgment of tonight's game officials. Treating officials with respect, even if you disagree with their judgment, will enhance the overall experience of the student athletes on the ice. Tonight's quarterfinals are about the student athletes involved in the contest. Be respectful of them, your opponents, and the contest officials. Now, would you please stand and join Gabrielle Chernoff from Regis Jesuit High School in the singing of our national anthem.
And bright stars.
right, fans. Rumor has it we may not be officially allowed to stream tonight because there's plenty of coverage. There's the coverage that is a pay-per-view referenced on the tournament brackets, and then there's Shaw Hockey production. So if any event we get shut down, we'll go ahead and try to stream nonetheless. But if we get shut down, please tune into one of their channels to catch the rest of the game. And without further ado, I'll turn it over to our brilliant play-by-play man, Jeff Swale.
Thank you very much. And I hope you all saw the quality of some of the mullets out there on the Monarch boys.
Yeah.
I think special shout out goes to Josh Ringen, our backup goalie tonight. Probably the most amazing mullet on the team. So in case it was not totally audible, our starters, Chase and Marty at D. We've got Vinny, Ben Wiener, and Reed up front. Vinny playing through a minor hand injury. Here we go. Vinny wins, pulls it back. Finally ends up on the stick at Ben Wiener. A little bit of a missed exchange there. Marty holds it up as feeds it ahead finally to Reed. We're not quite able to penetrate their zone with possession, but we're chasing it into the corner. Vinny ahead to Ben. Reed down there in the corner, throws a hit. Vinny picks off an attempted pass, and that's Reed with an opportunity now. It's to Vinny. Might have been better to take a shot there. Ben back to Reed, finally to Marty. That's down to Ben, I mean. Chase. Shot goes wide. Reed down in the corner. We've got good pressure.
Yep. Kind of good possession we need to start the game, I think, don't you?
Absolutely. And on the forecheck, it's still Vinny. Most of the rest of the line has changed up. Jesper picks off a stretch pass attempt by Regis. And now he's going to look up ice. Oh, it's just off a Trey. Trey did not have anyone on his side. That's up to Jack. It's Jack Jackson and that is Jaron?
Jaron, yeah.
Jack Jackson and Jaron. Pulled down to the ice. Bit of a strange one there was Jesper. Trey now with it. They're getting a little bit of pressure on us, but finally it looks like we're going to break it out. Jackson feeds it over to Jack, who just levels the Regis player. Thrown up the ice by Jesper. Unfortunately, that's waved off. I'm not really sure why.
Refs are already signaling they're going to let the boys play. That's two rough plays that have gone
unpenalized, yeah. Devin there with it. Now that's Rosie. Back to Devin. Rosie, Simon, and Brandon out there. That, I guess it didn't completely cross the blue line before the players did it?
I kind of had that as onsides. I thought all players were straddling it when it came across, but
I think yeah.
There we have it.
That's Joseph picking up a pass from Devin. Joseph dumps it in. Brandon on the forecheck. Gets it on the board. Simon. Oh, almost got it across to Joseph. Devin, Joseph. Back to Devin. Looking up ice. Didn't really have a good pass to make. And it's interrupted and dumped in by Regis. So far they've had no real pressure on us. Rosie trying to play it there. Devin behind the net. Up to Brandon. He goes up the middle. Just a soft pass. Is that Marty and Chase back on D. That Zach was up on the forecheck there. He's got Blake with him. Oh, opportunity. Good shot there.
First shot of the game for Regis, I think.
So that's Zach, Blake, and Gavin out there on the forward line. Was that the first shot overall, or just the first shot by Regis?
The first one I had, yeah. Unless something just took me.
Yeah, we had some
first shot in anger, I think.
Marty picking it up, goes behind the net, gives it to Chase. Chase got a little room to look up ice. Feeds it over to Marty. Marty across. That's to Ben Wiener. I guess we got a quick line change there. I did not realize. It's Vinny now. Cross to Marty. Marty's going to feed it behind. Vinny wants to do everything. Good sign of enthusiasm. You want guys to want the puck. Vinny going up the ice. He dumps it. That's on net, so no question about an ice there. We're getting a change of D, and that's just hoisted down the ice by Regis, and we will get a face-off in their end after that icing. Well, for sure, we've had the territorial advantage and just the enthusiasm.
Neither team's really been able to set up yet, I think, though. And that one shot from Regis is about the only, and that was still from the point.
So it's Jackson, Jack, and Brandon up there, right? No, I'm sorry, Jaron. JJJ line. And we got Trey back there. It flipped over his stick. Jesper kind of has to leave the guy because he had a man in front that he needed to cover. And that ends without much. Jaron going up the ice with some speed. Some really good speed. Gets it to Jack. Oh, just over the crossbar.
Monarchs.
That was a really good scoring opportunity. I think that will count as a shot on net because it was deflected, wasn't it?
Was it?
Perhaps by the goalie. Maybe it was not by the goalie. Anyway,
I think the goalie touched Jaron's shot, if nothing else. But
yeah. For sure, the best scoring opportunity of the game so far. That's Trey across to Jaron. He's got Jackson with him. And they are going to change up. Jesper feeds it ahead. That's Rosie. He dumps it in. Chasing after it is Simon. Good forecheck. Rosie looking to extract a little punishment there. They throw it up the middle. They come into our end. Devin manages to poke check him down into the corner. Gets a little help from Simon. Now Devin's got a little bit of room. Feeds it ahead to Rose. I'm sorry, that's Brandon. Simon, Rosie, Devin, cross ice. Joseph with a little bit of room. Tried to thread the needle with the pass that was not really fated to make it. Did we get it out? That was off, but they were going to delay it. Devin ahead. Ooh, it's an unfortunate exchange there. Coming in. That's Zach. Managed to get a little bit of pressure on him. Kept the pass from being very good. There's Devin. He didn't really have anyone to pass to.
still really no shot on that one, was there?
I don't think so. That is Gavin with it. And we ice it, which is probably the better move. So we got Gavin, Zach, and Blake out there now. Devin and Chase? I think Devin's going off for Marty. Okay, yeah. So we were just getting a full change there. So Chase and Marty on D. Gavin, Zach, and Blake. Up to the point. Gavin was on it. Marty there behind the net. He's stripped. They managed to get it down into the corner. They don't have anywhere to pass it to. Marty picks it up again. Then it's to Zach. Marty and Blake working for it along the boards. And that is out way offside. So that's going to give Chase a lot of time to look around, figure out where he wants to pass to. Goes to Blake. And Blake is going to carry it up the ice. He's got some skating room. Dumps it in. Forechecking there is Vinny. Kind of by himself on the forecheck. Marty manages to hold it in at the blue line. Just a little unfortunate for us that we didn't manage to pick it up. Now it's Reed.
Let's go, Reed.
Goes to Ben Wiener. Another one that could have been a very dangerous situation for us to get a scoring opportunity. Reed looking up ice. Gives it to Trey. Finally ends up on the stick of Ben Wiener. Shot from Reed. Wide. Trey dumps it down. Oh, Reed just did not quite get to have a shot out of that. Trey holding it up. Ooh, that was offside, which is fortunate because Trey had kind of lost the handle on that puck, and they were coming in 3-on-1 on
I didn't actually see
Jesper.
it offside. It went in.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he managed to knock the puck sideways, and they were not able to hold up in time. Jack Jackson and Jaron up there. Trey and Jesper on D. Pulled back to Jesper. Oh, he's kind of tripped, but they end up getting the puck. We end up finally getting it out. Jaron gets it across and in, onside, dumps it into the corner. Jack is heading in. I don't envy that defenseman. That'll be no ice. Jesper's going to pick it up. He's got a little bit of room to.
Was that one touched? I didn't see.
Yeah, it was. Really unfortunate loss of the puck there for us, but now it's up through the neutral zone, and just about released Jaron on a breakaway. Not quite. A lot of good chances here. This is Joseph. He's got a little bit of room. Feeds it ahead. That was to Rosie. He has Jackson with him. I think we've got a partial line change. That's icing, and they did call it this time. I was thinking they might wave that one off too. They're stingy with the icing. 8:45 first period, nothing. We definitely had the better of the play, but it's not showing up on the scoreboard yet.
Shot advantage is, I'd say, pretty low versus few versus few.
True.
Let's go.
That's to Brandon. Just didn't quite get the shot off again. That's Rosie dumping it down into the corner. Brandon's going to chase after it. He's got, he had Devin at the point. He goes for Simon, kind of tied up behind. And that's Brandon with a little bit of a hit. And they try to go up the boards. Goes into the middle, just misses Simon. Devin with it to Joseph. Ahead, just a bad bounce. Fortunately, nothing really came of that. There's Gavin. He's got a ton of speed. He's waiting for his line mates. It's touched.
It's like a penalty behind the play.
I think that's got to be on Regis, right?
They're not arguing and going to the box.
I think Gavin must have been hooked or tripped.
He called a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking away by then, but Gavin must have been tripped down there. He comes in with
just a dirty shot behind the play because I think the puck was well up ice.
Yeah, I'm glad they saw it. It's Vinny Ben Reed up front. We've got Jackson and Jack at the point. Jackson feeds it ahead down to Vinny. Vinny picks it up again. Getting a little pass from Ben. Jackson, Vinny, and that kind of drifted a little bit. Jack, Ben.
There.
Nice job by Jack. Just uses that big body to control the puck. Vinny, I'm sorry, that's Ben Wiener. And he's going to go back to Jackson at the point. Shot gets through. Big rebound. Unfortunately, no goal off of that, but.
Let's hope those rebounds continue, though.
Yeah, Ben Wiener with it. He goes across. And that is Vinny with it. And that's down to Ben Wiener again, I believe. Reed with a shot. It's deflected over the net.
Crazy shot that might have had a chance. Huh?
Yeah, that was one of those pinball ones that could have easily gone in. Jack's going to pick it up on the boards. Vinny. And that's to Reed. And he can go back to Vinny at the point. Nice effort. Ben Wiener. Back to Vinny. We're going to get a line change, or at least a partial line change. Nice try by Reed.
Come on, Vinny.
Shot was deflected. And can he keep it in? Nice job there by Jackson. And there's attempted shot pass there in front, didn't make it through. That's Jackson. Just deflected. Reed. Back to Vinny. Keeping it in.
Man's coming out of the box.
Oh! Shot just drifts a little high for Vinny there. Regis manages to get a line change or a partial chase. Wow, we just got no penalty. I thought that was when the arm went up. They might have been calling us.
Offsides call.
Yeah, exactly. And it would have been a terrible penalty call. We got a new set of skaters out there. One of them is Brandon. He just got interrupted before he could get a shot on net there. Rosie looking to take someone's head off. The big move the guy made caused him to turn the puck over, though. And this leaves Trey with a chance. Trey to Brandon. It's blocked. Trey. They managed to slip past him. Jesper's on the guy. Whoa, nice job by Simon. That was a little bit shaky there, a little bit scary. They didn't really get much of a shot off, but
Yeah, it could have gone kind of got it worse though.
I thought that was a great power play. We could maybe say our guys stayed out too long, but they had it in their end.
Looks like
shots.
Rosenberg is taking a head contact penalty. I didn't see it again. That probably was behind the play.
That's
Looks like, so
unfortunate.
we've got a 2-minute penalty kill.
So both teams have taken what you would have to deem unfortunate penalties for them.
Minor penalty. Number 6, Ben Rosenberg. 2 minutes for head contact. Penalty.
That was a goal.
That was interference. He was on top of the goalie.
Well, the referees do not have the benefit of hindsight or replays, but you're absolutely right. It was blatant goaltender interference there. Jackson, Jack, and Jaron up front. Joseph and Devin out. We are down 1-0 in a game that we've really dominated so far, and hopefully we'll be able to show that. Jackson tries to go around. Devin eventually feeds it ahead to Jaron. Held up along. Oh, unfortunate. And that is down to Joseph in the corner. Jackson picks it up, feeds it ahead to Jaron, and just not quite able to get it out. We'll try one more time here. I say one more time because this time we're going to get it out. And here goes Jackson. Oh, Reed. Nice puck handling there. That's Blake, Reed, Blake down to Reed. Zach in front. Nice try. The goalie has lost his stick. Wow.
Good stop. That was our best shot of the game, I think.
Yep. Blake, Gavin, and Zach out there with Marty and Chase on D. Zach on the face-off. He just wins it, but they throw it around to where Chase is able to hold it in. Chase with the big shot. Opts to take the low wrister, looking for the rebound or the deflection, and that's Blake. We got one or two changing up. Blake and Gavin on the forecheck there. Oh, nice effort. Just not on our stick. And dumped in by Regis. That'll be collected by Chase. He's going to feed it over to Marty. Marty goes back the other way. That is to Ben Wiener. Ben's going to go up ice. He's got Reed and Vinny with him. Just didn't quite get that pass off. Now it's a 3-on-2 on Trey and Jesper. Nice job getting back by Vinny. Picked the guy's pocket. That's a high stick. How can that guy be that? I think he was just calling the offside, right? He didn't realize that it was a high stick delay.
How did you not see that high stick?
I guess he was just watching the line. All right, so it's Simon, Rosie, and Brandon up front, Trey and Jesper at the point. Simon on the face-off, Rosie trying to pick it up in there. They managed to come up the boards. Finally ends up on Brandon's stick, goes to Jesper. Ooh, just picked off there. Very dangerous pass there. We were lucky. Nothing bad happened. And there.
Oh, come on!
Wow.
That's a takedown!
That was a weird one. Simon at the point there. Trey manages to shut down their efforts. Trey again. Behind the net. Simon picks the guy up. There's Simon with the puck. Oh, didn't quite clear it. Trey fighting for it there. Nice hit. That was offside. And I would call it an intentional offside and take it all the way down, but I'm not the ref.
Those two linemen called it differently. One was saying it was still in, the other saying offside.
Yeah, and it was close enough. But clearly I was wrong to say it was intentional. Jackson, Jack, and Sharon out there. Devin and Joseph at the defensive positions. Jackson's getting kicked out. Jack will take it instead. Jack overwhelms. Joseph gets it. Let's go up the boards. Sharon and Jack on a forecheck. Dumped in. Goes around. Joseph there. Ooh, it's out to the point, unfortunately. It's deflected high, but still in play. Devin in the corner. Gets a little help from Jackson. Finally to Jack. He goes across to Jaron. He goes up ice. Actually, I was going to say him by himself, but there's Jack to help. Boy, that ice is like a snow fort now. All right, here comes Jack.
Let's go, Jack.
Goes across ice. That's to Chase. Good shot, good save. 49.8 seconds left in the first period. Down 1-0. We've had much the better of this, and I think there's a good chance we'll be coming back soon. Chase and Marty at the point. Which line do we have out there? That's Blake, Gavin, and Zach out there. Almost a good opportunity there for Zach. Through the neutral zone, Marty's going to run that guy down. Actually, just bumped him, but got him off the puck. Chase down to the other side. Chase is going to pick it up. He is.
We gotta get it, boys.
Really unfortunate set of bounces and passes there. We were unable to break out. We get the first line out again. Vinny, Ben, and Reed. Defense are also going to change. Trey and Jesper. Less than 20 seconds remaining. Going up the ice. Vinny picks it up from Ben. I guess that was offside. It was really hard to tell, wasn't it? 12.6 seconds remaining. Face off on the previous side. And they dump it in. There's 4 seconds remaining. Jesper back up the boards. Reed holding on to it. That'll do it for the period.
Well, on the bright side, I thought we had a slow start the last 2 games against Regis and had to claw our way back. This time I thought we had a really good start. Unfortunately, still down 1-0, but we definitely had the better chances.
Yeah. Our power play was just shooting at will. Amazing that we didn't manage to score. Unfortunately, their power play notched a goal on a fairly obvious goaltender interference. I don't know whether I would call it a penalty, but I definitely would have called off the goal.
Yeah, I thought the goalie had a shot at it and was getting sat on. So,
All right.
we'll take a break while they cut the ice.
Reed up there. Dumped into the corner, across the back. There's Chase over to Marty. Marty's going to go, he's going to hold on to it for a second. Looks around. Chase. Chase is going to go up ice, cross. Tried to get that to Marty, actually. Now Regis comes back in. Makes a kind of a nice move, but that ends up leaving it for Vinny. Ben Wiener there. Ooh, dump down there. Someone was offside. Was it somebody changing up that went over the boards?
I think it was a guy on the near side.
Okay. Still the same forwards. That was Reed trying to get it up the ice. They're calling a trip on that. I think that was a soft call. They're getting some unhappy cat calls from the Regis fans.
I thought it was a great call. I mean, you could the feet got strangled up for sure, but kind of more of a reaction call, just in the way it went down, maybe.
Well, and if the guy who's clearly got the puck ends up getting tripped, there's a good chance to call it. So we got the power play 1 unit, Vinny, Ben, and sorry, that's Rosie up there. Back at the point, it's Jackson and Jack. I think we probably had some tired legs there. So now going back after it is Vinny. There's a good forecheck coming in. Vinny is going to take it up the ice himself. No, he's good. Leaves it for Jack. Jack just has a little trouble with the puck, but now he's coming in with a ton of speed. Tries to shove it in. Saved.
Good move.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a good power move towards the net. It was not on his... I'm not sure what's going on there. Jack was unhappy with something about that. Maybe the puck was still loose. We couldn't see it from where we were. Jack and Jackson at the point. Vinny, Ben, and it's still Rosie out there. Oh, Rosie manages to hold on to it. He's going to fight for it on the boards there. Unfortunately, Regis comes up with it, and they come back the other way. 1:09 left on the power play. There's Jackson with it. He's got plenty of room to go up the ice, and I think he'll carry it himself. He gives it to Ben Wiener. Wasn't quite in the right spot for Ben. Ben takes it back, gives it, and gets it back himself. Oh, we just lost control of the puck there. Now it's Marty. So I think we are switching to power play 2. Marty's going up the ice himself. He is looking for someone to pass to. Gets it to the point. That goes across to Brandon. Shot. Oh, too bad. Brandon looking to... coming in is Regis. Marty's going to stop the guy behind the net. Chase. And then it's finally, is that Brandon?
It's going to be Rosie.
That's Rosie. He's out with the second unit. Wasn't he out with the first unit? Was that Brandon?
He was out on just the tail end of the first unit in place of Reed.
All right, Marty, Chase.
Had trouble breaking out in this power play too.
Unfortunate there. Yeah, bad breakout. I guess it was no longer power play at that point. But Devin and Joseph come out on D. It's Zach, Gavin, and Blake up front. Zach to take the face off here. Won by Regis, but Zach turns it into a win for us with a good effort. Oh, just a poke check there on Gavin. He was speeding around the guy. They got a nice poke check off. That's behind the net. Devin manages to just touch it away from their guy. Gavin with it now. Gavin goes up the ice to Devin. Devin up through the middle. And this is going to be icing, unfortunately. No, they wave it off.
He waved it off early. He waved it off the blue line.
Yeah, he sure did. That's Zach.
Devin. Jesper. Shot. Couple of deflections, just no luck for us there. Blake tries to feed it down to Zach there. Ben Wiener on it. Oh, and good bounce for Regis. Devin's got the guy pretty much lined up, but he can make a pass. He does. Shot that was a little more trouble for Simon than we expected. Oh, Ben Wiener tried to feed it to Vinny, but he was not expecting it. And now, going up ice is Ben. He can leave it for Vinny. He does. Vinny just comes up with the puck. And it's Ben Wiener. Yes! So finally we got some puck luck there. That was not a pretty play, but they were there.
I think we lost the puck twice before Vinny put it on the net, and then Ben was on the far post for the rebound. Heads up play, but a little lucky.
I mean, when you have as much pressure as we have had, eventually you're going to get a lucky bounce. And there we might have had a couple, but all right. We leave the same unit out there with Trey and Jesper at the point. Oh, pulled out of the air by Vinny. Here's Reed. Tries to get to Vinny. Oh, wow. Oh, just bounced past the point, or past the goalpost. And a nice effort there from Jesper to get a good shot off. It was deflected.
Still on it, still on the hunt.
And that's Reed in there. He's looking for a little support. He just needs a little support. They feed it around, and Trey is unable to keep it in. It just had too much bounce on it. Oh, they
got numbers.
Nice job there by Jesper. He got a stick on that, made the shot. Unuseful. That was a great job by Jesper.
Keep up the mo.
Going in there, was that Simon? No, that's Jaron. Yeah.
That was a rocket from Chase.
Marty, the puck slips past him, but he's going to pick it up. Looking up ice. I think he wanted to give it to Jack. And he does give it to Jack. Jack's going to go in. He's got Jaron there. Jaron's going to go down into the corner. You can feed it back to Chase. He does. Chase doesn't have a lot of time. That's deflected. That was a dangerous shot. And Chase makes the right decision and gets back there. He was thinking of pinching. I think he made the right move. Oh, just a lucky bounce for them. I think there's a...
that was the biggest guy and the smallest guy on our team in that little scrum.
I think that was a contingent of Regis fans to think that you're not allowed to hit them because he was definitely crowding our goalie. I don't believe there's been a penalty call. It would be insane if they did. 11:16 remaining, 1-all. The game we've dominated. It's Devin and Joseph at the D line. There's Devin with it behind the net. Looking for someone to give it to. Gives it to Joseph. Brandon is out there with Simon and Rosie. Getting a little confused about the line.
Oh, that's a cross check!
Rosie feeds it ahead to Simon. Rosie picks it up after a poke check. He can go across the ice to Devin. He does. Devin's got a little room to shoot. He should. He does. Oh, a nice attempt at a deflection there. Brandon down to Simon. Simon tries to put it in front just a little too soft. And he's tripped. They did not see that, unfortunately. And he doesn't know that we're offside. We are so offside.
No, didn't call it, though.
Wow, that's a weird one. Is that Rosie down there? Yeah, that was a good shooting opportunity. It's not a good angle to get a shot. That's Gavin. He's in there with Zach, who's going to pick it up in the corner. And that just comes out. That was Jesper, I believe, putting it in. We touched that. There's no ice. It's on net as well. Trey up ice to Blake. Blake up ice to Gavin. Oh, just...
Gavin has some blazing speed lately, so if he got past that guy, would have gotten really...
Yeah, Trey really didn't have anyone to feed it to, and it's an ice, and that's okay. I think in the excitement of it all, Trey was kind of expecting... That was Trey. Was kind of expecting somebody would be there, and there just wasn't. And by the time he had that figured out, he just iced it. Gavin, I'm sorry, we got a line change. It's Vinny, Ben, and Reed out there, and they get it out past the blue line. And now it's Reed going in, and he's got Ben Wiener with him. He's looking to put it to him. Now out at the point is Trey. Kind of makes a nice move in bad circumstances. Vinny back checking really hard. He does not want to lose this game. It's great to see. Feeds it ahead. That was Ben to Vinny to Ben. Shot, save. Great. Now that would have been a beautiful goal. We kind of had an ugly goal on their previous shift, or a couple of shifts ago, but that was some gorgeous play. So they're going to stay out there, Reed, Vinny, and Ben. We've got Marty and Chase on D at this point. I don't know how much more they have in the tank. Second period, I would have changed the line. And that is... Vinny with an unbelievable goal. Unbelievable goal. I think he was falling down. I think he wanted to lay down on the ice because he was tired. But what a goal.
That was not a textbook face-off win. He just kind of fell on it.
Yeah.
Kept moving and surprised the goalie with the top shelf bar down shot.
I would have said it was an ugly lead-up and an unbelievably pretty goal. Great shot. Chase has got the puck, feeds it over to Marty. We've got Jack, Jaron, and Jackson out there. Jaron with the puck gives it to Jackson. We're unable to break out. We were just trying to get a little too fancy, I think, on the breakout. Chase did not realize he had a guy on him, and that was a dangerous little situation there. They managed to slip it away, and then they got a kind of a hacky shot, but Simon was all over it. Thank God.
He's been sharp today.
Yeah, he has.
Not too many direct assaults, but lots of little fluky things.
Yeah, if they don't sit on him, he's generally going to be making a save. That's Jackson. I'm sorry, Jack behind the net. Jack. Okay, yeah, Devin wasn't sure what he should do there, and I think he made the right move. Ended up leaving it for Joseph. And as I Monday morning quarterback the defense, here's Jack just making a great effort. He puts it down in the corner. Jaron. He's got Jackson going into the corner after it. Picked up by Rosie. Then we've got them.
Rosie
got
just
on for
came
Jack.
out for Jack. Let's go, Rosie!
Nice effort there by Rosie.
Puck still in play.
Rosie, good forecheck. Simon, and Devin has to let that come out past the blue line.
Careful, boys. A little casual in the neutral zone so far.
Yeah. Okay, Devin behind the net. Whoa, bounce did not work out for us. Ended up on the Regis stick. There's Joseph. Outreaches the guy with his long 6'5" arms. There's Brandon. There's Simon. He's leveled. That was a clean hit. Ooh, Jesper just got tried to make a slick move. Devin gonna feed it around. Jesper's gonna pick it up here. Just goes up. Didn't get past the blue line. Devin's got it. He can go back around. He decides to go up to Blake. Blake gets it out, which is good.
Nice chip shot out.
The second period, you do not want to get bottled up in your end with tired players. Devin is still stuck out there. Jesper's fresh on D. And it appears they went offside there.
It's like he's pointing to the bench.
Oh, too many men. There's a lot of guys there, right? Maybe offside based on the
bench side. Yeah, that's it. And that's why the face-off's over there.
I was saying this morning in pickup hockey that in the NHL there's no excuse for going into the, well, we'll talk about this between periods. It's Gavin, Zach, and Blake out there right now. Trey and Jesper. Thrown in past Jesper. Trey down in the corner. He's got help from Blake. Blake goes up the boards, and it's picked up by Zach, who's hustling, going in with some speed. He's got Gavin in front. Oh, that was a good attempt. That could have been a good rebound for Gavin. And that's out to the point to Trey. Shot save. We're getting the shots.
He shoots around the net there. If there was a rebound, that would have been another goal.
Exactly.
That's the kind of play we need to have. That, if I could have called it, that shot maybe would have been a little better on the ice.
Yes. 100% agree.
Easy for me to say 5 seconds after the play. But.
And from the point, just getting it on the net is enough. But you're right. A rebound is better than a saved puck. There's Ben Wiener fighting for it behind the net. He's got Vinny with him, but too close to him to actually pass it to. Reed, back to Ben, on the boards there. And Reed now is good forechecking. Possibly a little overcommitted on the forecheck. That was offside.
Ref called it good.
Wow.
This one was going to be clear.
Now this will be offside.
Just oops.
Jesper hopefully can. Oh, nice job. Oh, thank God. There were a lot of bad plays there and a lot of good plays. Mostly the same guys. So I'm going to just say it worked out, right?
We'll take it.
We made some definite mistakes, but holy crap. They pulled it out of their butts there.
So Jesper was trying for a stretch pass there, but it was really too high off the ice. I think that was it
I can't even remember. There was
maybe, but he couldn't tip it.
So much that happened there. Jason Marty on D. I believe it is Jack Jackson and Jaron behind the net there, up the boards. Unfortunately, we didn't get a stick on it, so they were able to get it to their point. Marty's got the guy tied up now in the corner, and it's Jack.
Let's go, Jack.
Oh, man, just too much snow on the ice. Gets it out. That's offside. Gives us a bit of a moment to look up ice. Oh, my gosh. Again, it's that. We totally got hosed by that snowdrift.
We got to take care of the puck a little bit better in the D zone. Too many chips, I think.
Two all, 5 minutes left, second period. You know, we gave them a few opportunities for garbage goals, and they got one. And this is another 3-on-2. And that's Joseph behind the net. He's got Rosie on the boards. Gonna have to go the other way. They are forechecking hard. There's Rosie with it now. He's gonna go across. That was a little bit dangerous, but Brandon is gonna go in. He's gonna get a shot. Deflected high, unfortunately. We will take the face-off down low in their zone. Simon, Brandon, and Rosie up front. We got Devin and Joseph at the point. Simon looking to win that draw. Brandon in there fighting for it. And it's finally to Simon, but he can't get his stick back. They go up the boards. Gets past. No, doesn't get past Devin, which is fortunate because they were coming with numbers.
Nice play by Joseph.
Jeez. You know, if I was to criticize, I would say our biggest problem right now is we've outplayed them so much that our players are kind of getting a little casual on the defense and thinking they can make an offensive play before they've cleared it out. That was a good scoring opportunity that did not get deflected. We are fortunate. Hopefully we can get set up and get this out of here. Devin, just in too much of a rush to get it out now. We're in a bit of a panic mode. Joseph, Simon. And finally out? No, not out.
Not out yet.
We are not out of the woods. And they are
Regis
changing it
has
up.
made a
It's the
line
second
change.
period.
I'll take an icing at this point.
Absolutely.
Even a chip out would be fine.
Yeah, it's not looking good. They are setting up. It looks like a power play. We got a bunch of tired guys. And it's, oh, not into the fucking netting. Pardon my language. Devin unable to get a stick on that. Joseph unable to clear. This could end very badly for us.
Now, ice it if you can.
Covered.
Oh.
Nice job, Simon.
That was a classic trap by the second period, right? They were able to make a line change and we couldn't.
Big Ben and Reed up front, Trey and Jesper at the point. We are still having some trouble getting that cleared, but now it's Vinny. He's got a little bit of room. He can think about what he wants to do. He flips it up into the neutral zone. They try to dump it in. And they do. And now it's back to Jesper. He can look up ice. Gets it to Vinny. He gets it to Ben. Unfortunately, we lose it at the blue line. Jesper is going to pick this up. I'm sorry, that's Trey picking that up. And that turns into a pass to the point, unfortunately. Vinny.
Get it out of there. He drew a penalty.
1:44 remaining. Do we want a power play with snow-covered ice? I don't know, but we're going to get one.
Power play's been working so far. Let's take it. I didn't see the infraction, but it got under Felt's nerves. He kind of went after the guy afterwards. Finally kind of pushed him off. Refs are talking this over. Maybe it's something more.
So we're going to have power play unit 1, who frankly are tired. They did a great job on the first power play.
Interference is the call. I'm not sure why they were discussing it.
On the face-off. We get it back to Jackson. Ben Wiener. Jackson. Back to Ben Wiener. Down to Vinny. Good effort there. Bunch of rebounds, bunch of attempts to shove it in.
Yeah, I saw the first rebound open.
Regis is changing up the forwards. I think they're leaving the same set of D out. Maybe it's the whole line. Regis wins the draw, but it's down in the corner, and we're able to win that. Wow, just a number of opportunities there. Vinny's got it now. Jack just overpowers his. Oh man, that shot high.
I think Vinny was trying for his familiar corner there they got in the last goal.
Minute 25. They've done great. I think they're tired, and I think that this could be dangerous. Chasing it down the ice is Jackson. He's got 2 forecheckers. They back off though. That's good. Looks up ice. Gives it to Vinny. And he's going to go through the middle. Takes it in. Shot that goes wide. Unfortunately, Ben Wiener didn't have anyone to pass to. We didn't get well set up there. Now we're going to get power play unit 2 out with about 40 seconds left in the period. That's to Ben Wiener. He feeds it ahead. That's out of Simon's reach. I thought that was well played by Simon, our goalie Simon. It's icing. So we got 20 seconds left of power play, so, you know, it's not unheard of to go in and score at this point, but really, good early part of the power play, and then a long period of having difficulty. Simon, Chase to Marty. Will Marty go up ice or feed it to someone? He goes up ice. That's Rosie. And back to Marty. 10 seconds left.
Oh!
Wow. That was a good pass
Marty
there.
had a great opportunity on the far post.
His stick was held up very nicely by the Regis player. 16 seconds will remain on the power play to start the third period. We are tied at 2-all after 2. so now they're my backup team. So I'm an Avs fan.
Like some.
Chase and T, Vinny, Ben, and Reed up front. Vinny wins the draw, and they immediately blow the whistle because the penalty box
Door was open.
Yeah. Rick Wiener's not happy with that after we won the draw. Vinny pulls it back, a little too far for Marty. Marty looks up ice. He's going to go across to Chase. Chase kind of split the difference there between Vinny and Ben, I think. Marty's got it. Oh, shoot. And now it's to Chase. Chase got a little bit of time to look around. Finally to Reed, who is kind of upended there. Oh, nice effort there by Vinny. Dumped in, chased by Vinny, going around. Reed keeps it in, nice job. Gets it down to Vinny. Vinny's got Reed in front. Oh! He was off his stick, just wasn't able to get a good shot away. Now Regis will try to break out. They are stopped at the blue line. Trey out into the neutral zone. Back to Jack. He's got Jackson and Jaron with him. Big shot. Blocker save. Jaron at the point. Dumps it back in. Jack's going to go after it behind the net. Their defenseman. Probably need an ice pack tomorrow. Shot goes all the way through and is covered by the goalie. He had some definite trouble with that. So that's how we want to see it start. Good pressure. 15:46, third period, 2-all. Jaron, Jack, and Jackson up front. Jackson on the face-off. Trey and Jesper at the point. Jackson wins. Jaron, Trey. Trey feeds that through. It almost snuck through. Regis guy got a stick on it. Fighting for it there is Jackson. He is going to try to finally out to Jesper. Just past Jaron's stick. Down in the corner. That's Rosie on the forecheck.
D was changing up there. Nobody home at the point.
Jaron from Jesper. And that was touched, and that's on net. And Simon goes in for the forecheck. Goalie throws what I think was a dangerous pass. Ends up breaking it out rather well. Joseph forces the guy down into the corner. And that will be picked up by Devin. He is changes direction, back to Joseph. Brandon. Oh, just off the skates of Simon. Whoa! Wow. Great scoring opportunity for Regis there. And they're buzzing now. Devin. Brandon. And that's out off the pad of Rosie. All right, here's Devin. Having a little trouble handling it. Goes up ice. No ice. That'll give us a chance to change up. On the forecheck is Zach. Blake comes in with a little bit of speed. Good effort there. Marty going to keep it. Chase. Chase's pass is picked off. He's got help. Gavin with a good back-checking play. And now it's Zach and Blake.
Gavin was slashed on the back, and they called it.
They called it. All right.
So yeah, Gavin's stick was slashed out of his hands behind the play, and the far
Where to
ref
spot
called it.
that? Was that on the camera or?
Probably not. I think I was panning up, but I heard it.
I'm glad you spotted that. But again, a behind the play penalty, unnecessary. So we got power play unit 1 who just dominated And they are rested enough that I think they can have a good unit out there. That's Jackson. Gets it across to Jack. Jack's going to feed it down to Reed. Reed back to Jackson. Back to Reed. Tries to go across. Just the pass is deflected. That's too bad. Jackson looking up ice. He's got a fair bit of room. Jack. That's to Vinny. Vinny is going to go to Jack. No, he goes to Ben Wiener. Jack. Shot is blocked. And now it's Jack. Yes! That was to Vinny. And he absolutely unleashed that one-timer.
Great team play, though. Started by the hard work by Wiener, digging that out from behind the net, get it to Bella and over to Phelps, the one-timer.
That was great. Absolutely great. Has Vinny got 2 or 3 of the goals?
Vinny's got 2, I think 2 plus an assist. Wiener got the first goal.
So we're up 3-2.
But that was a great full line. All Vinny did is finish on that one.
And Gavin's got to get little hats off for drawing the penalty. I don't know quite what he did, but that's offside, I think.
Number 10, Vincent Phelps.
It's actually pronounced Davila for those folks at home.
Davila. That's Rosie up there with what could have been a slick pass. It got deflected and ends up still with us holding possession. Brandon, Simon kind of rubbed off that puck. And they go out, but that's to Trey. Doesn't have anybody on these boards, but it ends up on Simon's stick. We're getting a little bit of puck luck. Simon, in spite of going down, comes up with the puck. He needs a little help there, though. There were 3 Regis players on him. Finally, Brandon comes in to help. And Regis looking to break it out. That's off of Simon, I think. Jesper there behind the net. Jesper looking up ice. That gives it to Zach. Zach. Oh, I think Gavin left his skate long enough, but, you know, I could have been wrong.
I saw that skate in the air. How about you?
Okay.
He tried. He made the famous move at the blue line and took his lining on the sides. But
well, you can recheck that on the replay. Zach Blake and
that should be icy.
Yeah, it is.
The Regis fans think that we touched it. I think the camera would say otherwise.
I think they think that was an egg Regis call, but I do not. So it's first line, Vinny, Ben, and Reed out there with Joseph and Devin at the points. Pulled back. It's too far for Devin to reach. Joseph picks it up. Fortunate they're covering for each other well because now up the ice to Vinny. He makes a nice move. Wow! I went silent there because that was an exciting play. I'm not sure who actually put it off of the Regis goalie, but it bounced straight up to Reed. He took a shot, did not get the goal, but we are definitely buzzing there now. So it's the first line with Chase and Marty on D. Vinny on the face-off here, looking to pull it back to Marty at the point.
It's like Terry Ott's having a conversation with the ref or vice versa. Seems kind of one-sided.
He wins. Finally gets it to Ben Wiener. They throw it around. It's on the boards. Marty's going to pick it up at the half boards. Oh, they slip it past him. Chase. Rushing hard. Good D. Great back check. Everybody was involved there in the back check. Reed there on the forecheck.
Dump, dump, dump.
Marty dumps it in. Jaron going after it. We've got a partial line change. We're going to get the rest of the line change. Jaron doing a great job on the forecheck. And now coming in there is Jackson. And that is dumped down the ice. Trey going to pick it up. They have waved off icing correctly. Trey looking up ice. He doesn't really have the good pass, and he makes a good pass back to Jesper. Jesper to Jaron. Down into the corner. Jaron chasing pretty fast after it. Very nice forecheck from Jaron.
Lifting that stick.
And coming out through the neutral zone are Regis. We let them cross the blue line. I don't know what. I think that was a deflected shot, but Simon just makes it look pretty easy. Grabs it out of the air. 3-2, 10:44, third period. I believe it's Joseph and Devin at the point. Rosie, Simon, and Brandon. It's around. Brandon's going to try and pick it up on the boards. He keeps the Regis player from getting it in, but it goes out to the point. They dump it back in again. Joseph up the boards to Rosie. Unfortunately, back. Ends up on Joseph's stick. He's going to go for it, and he should. He can go. He can go all the way. He hits it right in front to Brandon. Just did not quite get what we wanted out of that. Finally back to the point to Devin. His shot was blocked. Rosie keeps it in. Nice.
He's got people in the slot.
And he is hit from behind. No call. Now Marty handles the defensive player fairly easily. And that ends up on Rosie's stick. And he's leveled. That was a clean hit, unfortunately. And they dump it all the way down the ice. No ice. I guess that was from past the red line. Or thought to be by the referee. Marty ahead to... that was Zach. And now it's back icing. That one they called.
That was just in front of the red line then, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was barely icing. Well, we'll take it. Gavin, Blake, and Zach out there. Looking to make a mark with their limited ice time and hustling like crazy. Trey and Jesper at the point. Zach wants to win this draw. He does. Gets it to Trey. Shot! Oh, big rebound. No one was there, unfortunately, but Zach and Gavin going in hard. Jesper has to hold up it there at the blue line, but man, the forwards were on that. Jesper feeds it ahead. Blake dumps it in. Now they come back. Weak shot. Paddle wide there by Simon. Nuts down into the corner. Regis gets to it first. They are looking to get it up. Keep it in, but it's knocked out there by Zach. Ben Wiener on the forecheck. And that is all the way down the ice. That is clearly icing. I was afraid they weren't going to call it, but call it they do. We've got the first line out there. We got Gavin and Joseph at the point. I gotta think Joseph's probably got a pretty big slap shot with that reach, right? You get it back to him.
Yeah, we have a few D that have cannons. Haven't quite seen it effective yet.
We got out for a 2-on-2. Chase pretty effective. Oh, wow. A little bit of poke luck for Regis. 3-all. So it's a JJ line, Jaron Jackson, and Jack with Marty and Chase at the point. It's tied. Marty over to Chase. Chase back to Marty. Marty looking up ice. Off of Jackson with Jaron chasing. Finally to Jackson. Oh, just skips over the skate of Jack. Marty picks it up. He's going to go back the other way. Doesn't succeed in getting it out. And now, oh, just ahead of the stick of Jack. I think we got a little bit of squeezing the stick too hard, passing a little too much. Nice job there by Simon to break that up. Jaron to Jack. Jack can walk in. Oh, that was a good shot. 3-all, 7:28 remaining. Third period. Simon, Rosie, and Brandon up front. Trey and Jesper at the point. Simon looking to pull it back to Jesper. No, I'm not sure if that's what he wants to do. That goes down and on the net. We'll take as many shots on net as we can get. Even if it's by them, right? Simon on the draw. It's pulled back. Unable to hold it at the point. And we're going to forecheck. They try to dump it out. Trey, Simon, then to Jesper, and now down into their zone. Brandon on the forecheck. Rosie, wow, there's no one there. It's a good forecheck opportunity here. The boys really made a good effort there. Trey. Simon unable to get that in there. We'll come back the other way. Trey's going to force him out wide. Puck really handled well by Simon. He paddled it wide. Rosie left it for Jesper. Jesper up the ice. I think we'll get a couple guys changing up, but Jesper has to stay because they had room to make a pass. We got the first line out there. Devin throws it up the ice. That's fine. The way things were going, it was time to reset, I think.
Kind of surprised they didn't call icing off there. I thought the Regis forward had a chance to play that, or the Regis defense had a chance to play it.
So it's the first line, Vinny, Ben, and Reed with Joseph and Devin. That gets to Devin's stick. He's going to take it around the net. He feeds it ahead. That did not quite get out. Joseph gets it out. Joseph can rub the guy out here. He does. They come with numbers. Finally onto the stick of Ben Wiener. He forces a pass to Vinny. And now it's down behind the net. Devin with the looking up ice kind of opportunity here. That was deflected. Finally Joseph feeds it ahead. Vinny with a chance to chase it. Now it's down into our zone. Joseph and Devin may be looking a little bit tired. That guy definitely blew a tire. That was not a wow. That was a correct pass, but a one that always makes you nervous. Right?
It was a confident pass.
Yeah, that's what. Here's Vinny. Another confident pass to Ben Wiener. Now coming back the other way at us. Marty and Chase are on D. Marty gives them very little. Net is off. Jackson, Jack, and Jaron. Marty and Chase. Back to the boards. Marty over to Chase. Slips past the stick. Jaron back to Chase. Tries to go up ice. Didn't really have the opportunity there. Jaron goes around, which is the right play. Unfortunately, Marty wasn't expecting it. Rolled over by Jack is the Regis defender. Marty's going to go in. Oh, pass to Jack. Jack is tied up on the boards. He's got no help. Unfortunate there. Nice play there by Jackson. Marty's going to dump it in. Jaron going down there. Yeah, there was an opportunity there, but I think people didn't realize. And coming back the other way. Trey's going to tie this guy up. Shot is well controlled. An opportunity for Rosie. Throws it out. I think Rosie's probably out of gas after that rush. Great effort. 3-all, 3:53 remaining, third period. Face off outside our blue line. Yeah, we need fresh forwards. Wow, it's the first line again. I think they're taking every other ship right now. That's Trey. I'm sorry, that's Jesper. Oh, tried to get to Reed. Just picked off by the Regis D-man. Now they go in. Trey with a nice stick. Picks it up. He's got some time. He just needs to think about what he's doing. And he really didn't have any other opportunity than that, and that was a good play because it's all the way down the ice. Ends up on Vinny's stick finally. Unfortunately, they're coming back the other way. They dump it in. Joseph. He can go up the boards. He gets it to, I'm not sure who's out there. There's Devin. It was Ben. Reed. And that's out past the blue line, which we needed to have happen. There's Reed. Could have left it for Joseph. Opted to go for it himself. And now he leaves it for Devin. That's Brandon, I think. No, that was Jackson. Jaron.
Oh, let's go! Interference!
He hit the puck. Interference, no. Maybe a hook, maybe a hold. Marty. Wow. That was a good deflection. Was that Jackson?
I didn't know. Sorry.
Well, 2:28 remaining in the third period. Face off in our end. Chase unable to clear, and it's up into the netting. That was not deflected. It should go out, but it won't. Simon, Rosie, and Brandon out there now. Marty and Chase still on D. It's Chase. I'm going to feed it up. Okay, well, it's out. Unfortunately, now no ice here. Well, at least that's one advantage of the slow ice, right? And that is that
Let's go, guys.
Rosie there?
That was Rosie and Simon. Marty pinching in.
That did not work out, but now we've got Brandon with an opportunity. Just didn't go where he wanted it. Oh! So Rosie to Brandon, that just didn't work for us.
Not over.
Simon. Shot at the net. Everybody is gassed. They're taking the line change. Now Regis comes back, but they have got to be tired. Reed unfortunately did not see that puck. Trey. Now here is Vinny. I have to think that this Regis unit is a little tired, so this is a pretty good opportunity for the first line.
Let's go.
Interference, not called. And up the ice. And that's
ice.
That is icing. They call it, fortunately. Let's see if Regis takes the line change. I think they have the unit they want out there. Nope, they don't. We'll change the game. Minute and 3 remaining in regulation. He wins face off. Shot. Vinny tries to put it in front. Unfortunately, not able to do so. Trey opts to let the guy shot, deflected well wide. And that was through the slot, but there were no Regis players there, fortunately. Jesper, Trey,
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Reed. Hopefully our guys are not tired. And I think we were wise to take a face off there. 27.8 remaining in the third. Joseph and Devin go out on D. We've got Jackson, Jack, and Jaron on forward. Timeout Regis. OMFG.
What do you think, Tom? How much time was left there?
Only about 30 seconds, I believe.
Okay, so that's time enough for either team to score, frankly.
Yep.
So we're pulling around, put it behind the net, set up, break out, go down there and score. That's my plan.
Let's just make sure we break out first, right? 28 seconds remaining.
On the face-off,
worked so
Jackson
far.
wins. Marty around behind the net, sets up. Chase to Marty. Marty back to Chase. Jaron. Wow, lots of patience there, but maybe too much. And that's to Jack. He's going to feed that out. Someone's going to feed it out. And that's going to do it. That was,
Okay.
you know,
The breakout part, remember.
I thought, quite frankly, I thought the composure was good there. It's slow ice. It's really hard to get that to work. But they didn't panic, they kept at it. They had some bad bounces. I mean, a face-off and you're in with very little time left. Dominate the puck control. They never got a shot.
So, looks like they're trying to figure out what the overtime rules are.
At the end of regulation, there will be an ice resurface followed by an 8-minute victory period. The score during this time following the first period.
I was so surprised by that, I dropped the microphone. So, in case you can't hear that at home, there's going to be an ice clean, which I think favors us because we're the faster, better team.
Then followed by an 8-minute 5-on-5 sudden death.
They said 5-on-5? There it is. 5-on-5. I mean, Regis has got a lot of fans here. We want to put them out of their misery as soon as possible. Anything else would be cool. All right, Jesper and Trey at the points. Vinny, Ben, and that's Vinny on the win on the face-off. Here comes Ben. Reed's on the far side. And coming back with some speed is Regis. Trey lays a little bit of a shoulder on him. He goes behind our net. You know, around with a ton of speed. Weak shot. Oh, shot blocked. And then a shot on net. That's Jesper feeding it up. And then hoisted out of there by Reed, I believe. Jesper goes ahead, tries to get it to Vinny. Ben to Vinny. That was offside, unfortunately. I don't know what they wanted there. Maybe they were afraid that was a tripping call? I don't know. Jasper, sorry. Marty and Chase on D. Chase dumps it in. It's Jackson, Jack, and Jaron up front. Held in by Jack to Jaron. They feed it up. Kept in by Jack. Off of Jackson. He tries to feed it back to Marty, just a little beyond his stick. Marty coming back. Just touches it ahead. That was to Jack. I'm sorry, that was to Jackson. And that's icing, but they wave it off.
Why do they wave it off?
I think they thought Marty could have got it. Marty with a nice stretch pass just off the stick of Rosie. He is getting no support down there. Finally, in there was Jaron. It's Marty and Chase. Marty forces the guy outside. Weak shot. Ooh. Big rebound.
Still alive.
Wow. That was a really dangerous situation there. I didn't even know quite what happened. Trying to force it out there was Joseph. He's still got Jaron, Jack, and Jackson, I believe. We have some tired forwards. No one is up there. And Marty clears it down the ice. We'll take the icing because we need to get a line change. We had some gas. So Marty was still trapped out there. Joseph came out and he was done, having replaced Chase. So we have some tired players. 5:48 remaining. And that's Jesper and Trey. Trey's got it. He's going to try and go up to Ben Wiener. Didn't quite get it there. Ooh, they've got a shot. Nice poke check there by Simon. Jesper tries to clear it. Kind of just a desperation play there. Reed is feeling a little bit of pain after blocking a shot. He's taken off. Trey. And it's out past the blue line, which is good, so we can kind of get our composure back. Jack ran a good risk of getting called for a holding there. Back on D is Ben Wiener. Does a great job. Gets it across. Goes to Jackson. Just couldn't get the shot off. He needs to get off the ice. That's Marty. Leaves it for Chase. Chase is going to dump it in. And that's Brandon on the forecheck. He's looking all the way down the ice. Icing. .435 remaining. In sudden death. Simon, Rosie, and Brandon out there. Marty and Chase at the points. finally gets it to Brandon. Simon and Brandon fighting for it on the boards there. We're letting them kind of outnumber us a little bit. Simon finally comes up with it. Finally, that's Rosie. Gets it to Chase, who makes a nice move. Shot! Deflected high by the goalie. Great job by Chase.
Not only keeping it in, but getting a reasonable shot on goal, too.
Now that pass was kind of one of those, I mean, it was a pass, but it was a desperation pass. Yeah, new set of forwards. It's Vinny, Ben, and Gavin out there. Vinny there with it. I'm sorry, that's Zach. Zach. Back to Vinny. Vinny just can't quite get enough room, but he leaves it for Ben. Ben gets it to Chase. Chase back to Ben. Interference. Just blatant interference by the Regis player trying to keep Marty from making a defensive play. Offside. So offside. Wow. They have to clear the zone before they're onside, and I don't think the referee seems to realize
the puck
that.
never cleared the zone. Well, the players never fully cleared the zone.
And Marty feeds it up there to Ben Wiener. He dumps it down the ice, and yeah, we'll take the icing. Wait. In the overtime. Regis with a little bit of offense against us there. Did not really get a good scoring opportunity, but what have we got out there? Is that Jack Jackson and Jaron? That's got to be Joseph and Devin back there. It's down in the corner. Shot! Wow, over the top of the net. Joseph feeds it around. Everything but what we needed there. Here comes Jack.
Hey, Jack!
Not offside. And it's dumped in by Joseph. And we'll go for the forecheck and get a little bit of lunches. They're looking for a stretch pass over there. That's Reed. And there's a call for interference. I think they're going to call it both ways.
Yeah, they're looking at calling it both ways.
No, they're calling us.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're pointing to our end. Wow. With 2:32 remaining in overtime, they call a ticky-tack penalty. I don't even know what they...
I thought they just got tangled up in each other. I didn't...
Face off. Right.
Oh, too many men coming.
Really quick whistle there.
They're calling another penalty. They're giving a 5-on-3 in overtime?
Wow.
Are you kidding me? For what?
Well, that's the game. It's Vinny, Ben Wiener, and Marty out there trying to defend a 5-on-3. This is absolutely... I don't even know what the call was there. Too many men and a roughing. It was largely imaginary. I think it was roughing.
I don't even know what the... I didn't see a signal.
Well, it's kind of on Simon's shoulders here. down the ice. Vinny on the forecheck.
So they called a delay of game for just him blocking his skate up against the ice.
Delay of game? Icing!
Let's go, Vinny Benny.
Vinny back to Marty. Marty up to Vinny. So that was Ben back to Marty, and then Marty up to Vinny. Wow, that delay of game, that is a absolutely egregious call. Blow the whistle. Nice clear.
Let's go, boys!
Simon with a great opportunity there. I think that'll be another penalty on us for them being offside. Too many men! Seriously, they call a delay of game. That's what they call for a 5-on-3. I mean, I don't even think. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
I mean, if the puck is frozen, blow the whistle.
Nice job there by Joseph. Out at the point, Jack, Joseph. And they missed the net.
That was the game right there.
Nice block. And all the way down the ice! 17 more seconds in the 5-on-3. Nice save with 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3. I don't know how that one stayed out of the net there.
The prior one too, that I thought it was an empty net.
I don't mean now. Yeah, I mean earlier. Yeah, I'm talking about the same one as you.
All right, we need a face-off win.
Nice touch.
Get a player out. Let's go.
And that's Vinny. Get him, Chase. Get him. Nice clear!
And that's it for the 5-on-3.
And the 5-on-4.
Shoot, 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 shoot! Oh!
Oh!
We will switch sides and play another 8 minutes.
All right, if you didn't hear the stadium announcer, that's a 1-minute break, no ice cut, and another 8-minute 5-on-5, sudden death going the other direction.
After a 2-minute minute, they call it delay of game on a 5-on-3.
And we actually had 2 control opportunities at that Simon. Looking good.
Sudden death. Marty Chase at the points. Jackson, Jack, and Jaron up front. It's back for Chase to pick up behind the net. He can't go that way. He's going to go the other way. That's Jaron. Oh, just hopped his stick, but he picks it up again, puts it ahead for Jackson, and that's back to Chase again. Whoa!
Turnover, careful, Gil, boys, get in it.
Fortunately, we do not get a penalty called on us there because we were in a dangerous situation. Jack to Marty. Marty is tripped, no call because we're not Regis. Nice job by Jack keeping that in while the rest of the line changes. Nice job by Jack forechecking. That is up the ice. Back to Ben. Reed ends up leaving it for Vinny. And that is Trey. Finally comes to the stick of Trey. Reed up the boards. Hit well after he let go of that puck, but they do not call that. Trey down there. A little touch. Jesper to Reed. That is not out. That is finally to Trey. He can go up ice to Vinny. And that's out past the blue line. Now Jesper's got a little chance to look around. And that's touched wisely by Ben Wiener. Rosie in on the forecheck. He's got Simon helping him. Ooh. And that man is stopped by Joseph. Joseph out past the blue line. That's taken in offside. Clearly offside and clearly intentional. They'll take it out. No, they won't. They're going to just drop it right there. It doesn't matter. Rosie, Simon, and Brandon up front. Devin and Joseph. That's back to Devin. He's got Joseph far side. Joseph's going to look up the ice. Just did not quite get that clear. And it's Devin out past the blue line. So that's drifted through the neutral zone. Brandon on the forecheck. Gives him a little bit of pressure. And that is deflected in by Regis. Marty picks it up. There's a couple of Regis guys there. And then it's Jackson, who's now going up the ice in a bit of an odd man rush. It's a nice move. Just kind of drifts the backhand a little high. Whoa, they got it across. And then that's deflected out. And now we've got a shot. Whoa, a little bit scary there. Jaron down there. Now Jaron going to have to go to the point. He blocks it. Marty's got to cover the guy in front. And they did it. Really unfortunate, but we lost. For our Chassa playoff hopes. After being royally screwed over by the refs and fighting off a 5-on-3
14. 5A Ice Hockey Championships at Broadmoor World Arena, Colorado Springs. 4A games last slated for 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. with 5A semifinals to follow at 4:30 and 7 p.m. To learn more about local and statewide chess programs, contact your school athletic director or visit www.chassanow.com. We thank you all for attending and please arrive home safely.
All right, everybody, thanks for hanging in there, and thanks for a great season of Monarch hockey. It's been a pleasure broadcasting for you. I hope you all enjoyed it. Sad it couldn't end a little later in the season, or a little later in the week at least. All right, take care, everyone.
Boys
Signing
did
off.
great.